So when a man is falling in love with a woman, sometimes it can feel a little extreme. Us guys, we get a little excited when we're really into a woman. So here's 7 things that men do when we are just over the top attracted to you. Keep watching. Hey there, my name's Adam Litolce from lovestrategist.com, where I help successful single women get out there and attract love and do it with a proven strategy. And here are some signs you can look for that a man is just like yearning for you in ways you may have not experienced before or in a long time. Number 1 is he's gonna wanna spend time with you alone. So I can't tell you how many times I've had this exact dialogue with literally thousands of clients over the years, and it'll sound something like this. So I went on a first date with this guy, it went really well, he seemed to like me a lot, and now he wants me to come over to his place for our second date and he wants to make me dinner. And this is where I say, oh, I bet he does. When a guy's really attracted to you, he is going to want to spend time with you alone. He's going to try and progress things and ideally spend time with you alone. Maybe with good intentions, maybe with bad intentions, or good bad intentions. We don't know quite yet, but that is what guys tend to do at this stage. And so what we recommend our clients do is pace the progression of your connections, especially when you're first going out with them for the first 3 to 5 dates. Keep going out at night. I would not recommend going to his place. I would not recommend having him over to your place because you know what? We know what happens when you spend time alone like that. The next thing he does is he finds ways to touch you. I know that feeling when you first go out with a woman and you feel like there's like this chasm between the two of you. You want to kind of break the touch barrier and build that connection, but also you don't want to come off as creepy. But before you know it, as the connection continues and the conversation goes really well, a man is just going to struggle not touching you and engaging you. I don't mean like being handsy. Obviously, there's an appropriate way to do this and an inappropriate way to do this. But when a guy is attracted to you, he's going to find ways to touch you and break that touch barrier. And at the same token, if you're attracted to a guy, I recommend you do the same, okay? Touching one another appropriately is one of the easiest ways to send that green light signal that says, hey, you know what? I'm into you. I like you. Let's see where this kind of goes. Number 3 is that his eye contact lingers. Have you ever started talking to someone and then you say something, you look away, and they're still looking at you? And then you say another thing, you're kind of looking away, but they're still looking at you. And then you say one more thing, and then you're like, dude, why do you keep looking at me? Don't get too mad at us. It's your beautiful eyes that he's looking at. But when a man is extremely attracted to a woman, he literally can't take his eyes off of her. Men experience attraction through our eyes when we first are getting to know a woman. But when we start falling for a woman, it feels a lot less like we're actually staring at you and much more of like we are glaring deeply into your soul. It's much less of him checking you out and it's much more of him wanting to actually get to know you and understand you. It's kind of difficult to explain the difference between these 2 different ways of making eye contact. It's kind of one of those things, you know it when you see it. Next is that he'll try and protect you from other men. Look, the statistics and the studies are pretty clear on this. Men tend to be more jealous than women. So when you do go out with your guy and he's keeping a watchful eye over you, he may be doing it to protect you or he may be doing it because he's a little bit jealous. That's relatively normal so long as it isn't at those toxic levels where he's trying to be controlling of you. When we're extremely attracted to a woman, we will go into that kind of more dominant protector mode around our woman. You may even notice his voice might drop when he's talking to other men around you. And as a quick fun fact, did you know that a deeper voice can indicate a good partner for genetically healthier children? I know, it's crazy. Another fun fact, a man with a deep voice actually statistically lives longer. Number 5 is that he's gonna tease you a little bit and he might even poke fun of you a little bit. When a guy's attracted to a woman, he kind of reverts back to this playground way of kind of poking fun and teasing women. It can be a fun way to build a little bit of banter. Obviously, if it's done well. If it's done incorrectly, it can be super awkward. So if a guy is kind of teasing you or poking fun of your shirt a little bit or something you said or whatever it is, take it lightheartedly because chances are he's just flirting. Number 6 is that he might touch his face a lot when he's talking to you. Back when I used to coach men on how to meet you beautiful women, I always used to say that if a woman is touching her hair, then she's probably into you. And what I tell my female clients is that if you're talking to a guy and he keeps touching his face, that means that he's massively attracted to you. He's kind of grooming himself a little bit. And it's funny because when I first met Jess and we'd go out a lot, she would actually say to me, she'd be like, why are you always touching your face? It's kind of weird. She like kind of called me out on it because I'd always be doing this. And it's not something that I would normally do when I was meeting other people. It's just a way of kind of like grooming yourself and trying to make yourself look good for your potential mate. And finally, number 7, and this one's just a little bit counterintuitive, but that is that he kind of withdraws a little bit and he might even get a little shy around you. This is especially true if the guy's a little bit younger or maybe less experienced around women, but you might notice that if he's the type of guy where if he's around anyone else, he tends to be more outgoing, really comfortable, socially, engaging, but then he's around you and he starts to get a little bit nervous and he's kind of at a loss for words sometimes, maybe a little bit awkward. It's possible he is just like out of this world attracted to you. So when it comes to any of this stuff, I always like to say, please don't overanalyze men. Always assume attraction. If he's talking to you, he's attracted to you. He's over the top. If he's pursuing you, then he likes you, probably a lot. Don't let your analysis paralysis and all that head trash kind of get in the way of you just enjoying yourself and being present with this guy. If he's displaying any of these things and he's talking to you, he's taking you out, he likes you and he's attracted to you, and just lean into that idea. So I want to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever seen any of these signs from a guy? Let me know how it went right there below. So if you enjoyed this video and you like this new format, please give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe because I got a lot more content coming for you really soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you beautiful lady, next week. Bye-bye.